Hey y'all, it's Sydney Screams, and today I'm talking about VIBE. VIBE is one of the leaders of booty-focused toys, and I've got the Triplet Anal Beads to review today. I won't lie, it took me an embarrassing amount of time to finally try these and then to review them. I originally signed up with VIBE and Luand, their sister brand, I want to say in like 2023, maybe even 2022. It's been a while. It's been a while. And because I signed up for both, or because they just enrolled me in both, I'm not really sure. I don't remember. It's been a minute. I got toys from both Luand and VIBE. And I had reviewed on my blog the beginner friendly, or the beginner training, anal training set from VIBE a few years ago, but I wasn't doing my video reviews like I am now. And so unfortunately I did get rid of some of those. I got rid of 2 of the 3 plugs, I believe. And so I don't have that full kit anymore, but I did end up bringing the Triplet Anal Beads with me from the US to the Netherlands, knowing that I needed to review them. And so last year I was finally like, gosh, what am I doing? I haven't tried anal stuff. I was off my hormones and I just kind of went feral and started trying anal penetration on myself. And then I was like, oh, I like this. This is fun. I finally tried these. I finally tried them. Oh my god. This is my very first set of anal beads, and they're vibrating anal beads, for the record. The Triplet Anal Beads, Triplet Anal Beads by VIBE actually has 15 different vibration patterns, modes, I guess is an appropriate way to put it. 15 vibration modes, each of those modes with 6 intensities. However, you can only control the intensities by using the remote control that comes with it. So you get these 2 items plus a storage pouch and a charging cord when you purchase the VIBE Triplet Anal Beads. I think it also comes in a second, maybe a third color, but I think it may just be like this fuchsia, pink, purple, and then like a black or a dark gray. There's a lot going on here. So it's rechargeable. The charging port is there on the base, right next to the power button, actually. The remote control is not rechargeable. It is powered by a CR, I think 2032, so you just pop it off and then you can slide it back on. Easy peasy. The remote is not splash proof. Don't take this into a shower, into a bathtub, anything like that. The anal beads themselves are also only splash proof. You should not use them in a bathtub. You should not use them in a pool, in a hot tub, anything like that. No, just a shower should be okay. It's splash proof, but it is not submersible. So there's also a travel lock that you can get to by pressing and holding the power button for 5 seconds. That will activate the travel lock as well as deactivate the travel lock. So if you're about to be going somewhere, you press and hold the power button for 5 seconds. It will vibrate and I think maybe also light up to indicate that the travel lock is enabled, and then to unlock it, you do the same thing. You press and hold for 5 seconds. It will give you the little vibration, maybe the light up, and then you're good to go. To turn it on, all you have to do is a quick press of the button, and hopefully you can see it has lit up there to indicate that the power is on. However, it does not actually start the vibrations. It's just kind of in standby mode. So to then use the vibrations, I press it again. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet, y'all. It's not loud at all. But to get through the different intensities, it's located here on the remote. You've got your increase intensity, decrease intensity, and then this little W button up top is how you switch between the different modes. You can also use this to then turn it off. A quick press of the button, the power button, sent it back to the very first steady vibration mode, which is actually pretty nice as someone who typically does not like patterns. My boy toy ended up using this on me and it was interesting. I've never had anal beads used on me, and like, he liked the patterns of them, and I'm not a patterns person. So it was very interesting to have someone else have control over my anal beads. The total length of these, before I get too much into my own personal experience here, the total length is 5.4 inches or 13.72 centimeters. The insertable length is 3.7 inches or 9.4 centimeters. The T-base length is 2.5 inches or 6.35 centimeters. The top bead diameter is 0.8 inches or 2.03 centimeters. The middle bead diameter is 1 inch or 2.54 centimeters. And the bottom bead is 1.2 inches and 3.05 centimeters. It's made with silicone, so you will want to use a water-based lubricant with it. I accidentally got some body-friendly but not internal-friendly use oil on it, and I will say it was horrible to have to clean off. It was a pain in my ass. It was from like a massage body candle that my boyfriend dripped over me, and then he got some on this itself, and it was a nightmare to get it all off. I don't recommend that. Stick to using products that are made for like being inserted. So like if you use a lubricant that is oil-based, that should be okay. You just may need to do a little bit of extra cleaning around the magnetic charging port there, just in case there's like oily buildup or anything. I'm a big fan of wearing wearable vibrators like this while I'm doing housework and stuff like that, because it just really like gets me going, especially if I'm reviewing a toy. It's a fun way for me to consider how the toy feels just to wear, right? Not during sex, not during masturbation, anything like that. So like I do with a lot of like pussy plugs or wearable vibrators, I wore this while doing housework, and I will say like that was great. That was really, really great. It was really enjoyable. I did not orgasm from it, but it was just a fun little distraction, and by the time I was done doing chores, I was like, oh God, I need things now. So it was really fun for that. As far as using it for double penetration, this in my ass and whatever else in my pussy, that was very hit or miss. I had very, very strong opinions about it. For me, I did not like using this if I was using like a skinny dildo in my pussy, because it just wasn't enough. It left me wanting significantly more. And so this felt nice, but I was left unsatisfied, if you will. When I tried using it with a very firm dildo, like a 10A firmness, which is very firm, very little squish. I have a number of them in my collection, and I tried to like use this with as many different types of toys as I possibly could. The 10A was a bit too firm for me. I didn't love that. It was a lot, because this itself is very firm. There's literally no squish or give to it. It is bendable and flexible, but it's not squishy, right? And so for me, two different very firm toys inserted DP style was just way too much for me. What I ended up preferring is something that was about like, I don't want to say small or medium, because those sizes are subjective, but I will say like my small toys, some of my medium toys, plus this, usually the toys I'd want like a 30, 00-30 or 00-50 firmness, just so it wasn't too soft, but it also wasn't too firm. It was good with that. I did also try this during penetrative sex with my boyfriend, who is not porn star endowed. He's got nice length, but he doesn't have a ton of girth. And for me, having this in and having the vibrations going, it just kind of took away from our sex. Like, I could still enjoy it, but this was just very distracting during our sex. He did decide to try to play with the remote a little bit. He liked using the patterns, which I am not at all used to. I don't like patterns that much. But he used this on me with the patterns, and that was a lot more enjoyable than just the steady speed. The steady speed is really where I lost the joy of double penetration. With the, with the different vibration patterns, it was a little bit easier for me to enjoy the DP. I think I would enjoy this more with a partner that was a bit thicker than my boyfriend, which isn't a dig on him. It's just that's what I think I need for this. For my first anal beads, I think this is great. I think it was a fine introduction. I like that they're not very big. They're quite petite, actually, but they were very easy and very comfortable for me to wear. One of my biggest gripes, though, however, is the placement of the power button. If I had these inserted, I could not sit down without putting pressure on the power button, which would either turn this off, turn it to a different mode, whatever. It was the same with the vibrator, the vibrating butt plug that came in the anal training kit from B-Vibe. Same issue. It's just, there's not a better place to put it, in my opinion, so I understand why it's there. I just wish there was a better place to put it. And there's really not, because if it goes on the sides, then what if my butt cheeks clench too much? I don't know. What if it's inside the T-base? Well, then it's even harder to get to. You know, there's really not a great place to put the power button. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Overall, I do like the B-Vibe Triplet Anal Beads. I don't want to say this is my biggest gripe, because I just said what my biggest gripe is. But I will say that B-Vibe themselves charges, I think it's like $145 for these, which, that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know how that compares to other vibrating anal beads of similar size and shape. However, like, I'll be real, I would not pay $145 for this. I think for me personally, I learned that anal beads can be fun, they can be enjoyable, but I need a thicker endowed, girthier endowed partner to use them for DP, or I just need to use them with the right dildo or whatever. They're fun, but I don't know if I wouldn't pay full price to replace them, and I think that is an important thing to tell you all. But I do like them. I do think they're nice. There is a visible seam here that I can feel with just like running my finger over it, but when it came to actual usage, I could not feel that seam at all. There's literally still fucking oil residue on here. I thought I got it all. It's still there. It's still there in the little grooves where it says B-Vibe. Oh no. But overall, it is nice. The price throws me a lot. It is a luxury sex toy, but B-Vibe and LaWand and the Cowgirl they're all owned by COTR Coder, and they do a lot of design inspirations from others. Take that as you will. And if this is a design from another brand that they have commandeered for themselves, I don't think it's worth $145, but I'm talking a lot about price here, and you know, that's a thing that I consider a lot, is the price. And I do appreciate that it is remote control. I appreciate that it's rechargeable. I appreciate that there's a travel lock. I love that there are 15 vibration modes, especially since apparently my boyfriend likes vibration patterns. I like that there are 6 intensities each. I just wish it was a bit more affordably priced, and then I would be like, yeah, I would pay to replace these, but not at $145. So anyway, I am an affiliate for B-Vibe, so if you are interested in getting a set of the Triplet Anal Beads for yourself, please use my affiliate link to purchase. I earn a nice small commission, which helps me power my blog, which helps me continue to review more sex toys that may or may not work for you. If you prefer to read a review, I do have a review of the B-Vibe Triplet Anal Beads up on my blog, sydneyscreams.com, and so check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, B-Vibe, for sending me the Triplet Anal Beads to review. I'm sorry it took a million years for me to do so. I wasn't in the right place, but now I am, and now I feel like I can actually appreciate this in a way that is better for you, my viewers. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, B-Vibe, for sending me the Triplet Anal Beads to review. Thank you all for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop me your comments below. Let me know what you think. Are you team $145 or team not $145? Let me know, and I'll see you next time for more Sydney Talks Toys.